Big city of dreams. Game 1 in the Garden. Nothing like that building this time of year. The 10th all-time playoff matchup between Philadelphia and New York. And the way the Knicks finished off Atlanta, they came right out in the same vein. Bottoms. Jalen Brunson with 3. He had 14 in the first quarter. OG Anunoby. Well, I mean, you'll take it. Off glass for 3. They're up 8 heading into the second quarter. 10-point lead. Karl-Anthony Towns quickly turns the corner on Joel Embiid. And the lead is 11. It's now an 18-point game. Keep an eye here on the screen as Embiid is in pain as Maxey kicked it to Oubre and got fouled. Embiid on the screen. Bridges fighting through that. Embiid would remain in the game. The Knicks, meanwhile, remain red hot. Wide open look from Bridges from 3. No. Josh Hart gets the rebound. Kick it back. Try it again. All right. This time it's good. Jimmy Fallon in the front row. And he's rising to his feet. You can stay on your feet and keep cheering because the ball kept going through the rim. Brunson. And now Brunson, 27 in the first half. Spike. And the Garden roaring. Brunson had the last 11 for the Knicks. They had 74 going into the locker room. Embiid on the block, double, gives it up, and OG in transition, up by 25. Knicks now up 27. Towns. That flat-footed 3 is cash money. He had 17. The Sixers say, we will sit on some dry powder and live to fight another day. Just a matter of by how many. Brunson, floater in the paint. Knicks win 137-98 and roar to a Game 1 victory. We're pleased to be joined on the show once again by Jalen Brunson. 27 in the first half, 35 in the game. Jalen, it felt like you all shot like infinity %. What have you all found over the course of these last, now let's call it the last 3, where your offense is humming like this? What has it been?
I think us just sticking together and playing for each other and just trying to make things as easy as possible for us. I think it really starts on our defense. Us getting out and getting easy baskets really helps. So, I mean, offense looks great, but it really starts with our defense.
Every game in the playoffs is game to game. Things can change drastically. Is there any way to maintain the type of energy and headspace that you all appear to have, again, particularly over these last 3, as you're the first team ever to win 3 playoff games in a row by 25 or more?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but I don't think it's sustainable for us to keep thinking we're going to win by so much.
Sure.
I think we have the confidence to win. But I think most importantly, just having the right mindset, making sure we're paying attention to the little details. All the little things matter. And just can't lose sight of the main thing and staying focused.
Was there a sense maybe that just given what they came off, that their gas tank could have been closer to E than yours, and that was something that you guys could exploit?
Possibly, but I mean, we know what they're capable of, and so it's just one game. Now we got to be ready to go for Game 2 in a couple of days, and we know they're going to be ready. They're going to be recharged and they'll be ready to go. So regardless of what happens tonight, I mean, that team over there is something special. So we got to be ready.
This has nothing to do with what you were doing in the city, but tonight in the city was the Met Gala. I've never been invited. I don't imagine I ever will be. Do you have any idea, Jalen, what goes on there? I always wonder, do they serve food? Is there like a short film? Do you have any idea what goes on at the Met Gala?
I have no idea. No idea. And I don't know if I want to know at this point. Just keep it a mystery.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm baffled by the whole proceedings. Like, I don't know, you get your fancy outfits, and that's, again, I'm not on the list. And you know what? You should aspire to be busy this time of year anyway. You got work to do, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you had your own garden party tonight, and keep it moving and keep the garden energy high, man. There's nothing like springtime in the city when you guys are cooking like tonight. Thanks for taking a little time after the victory, Jalen. Great night.
Always, John. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Steve, we have this breaking action Brunson report. Oh, he was in the garden. As always, I have to read the text in his voice as I hear them in my head.
The game was a scrimmage. I'm not satisfied. They have no bench. I want more. We need this to be an easy round.
This was an action Brunson report.
That they were in by rebounding, getting offensive around second chance points, putbacks. One of your better shooters. You shot it pretty well tonight too. So if you can go and not have the defense set, that's your best bet. And that's kind of what I've been taught since I was a youngster, being in that San Antonio Spurs system. And I trust those instincts. So, they got the shot they wanted. It shouldn't come down to the last shot. They lacked a sense of urgency till the end of the game and tried to win it in the last 2 minutes. And that shows their youth and inexperience and immaturity.
You know what I feel like, Danny? It's like in football, going for it on fourth down. Everyone loves when you do it until you do it and it doesn't work. I'm all for don't call a timeout because the court's wide open. Minnesota was gassed, and they did get the clean look, but it doesn't go, and that allows Minnesota to take game one. Is there a value of any kind for San Antonio, this brand new playoff team that hasn't played in many of these games to get punched square in the mouth and realize now we're in deep water? Is there value in that if I'm trying to paint a sunny picture for Spurs fans?
Absolutely. I mean, you learn your biggest lessons in your failures and losses, right? This is a big loss. This was a lesson. This is hopefully it's a wake-up call. They get, a little light of fire under them to have a sense of urgency. Like, you played really good basketball the last couple minutes and in spurts. If you can do that for 48 minutes, and obviously they'll shoot better. They shot 28% from three, and this is a make or miss league. And it looks like the theme of most teams that lose shoot 20% from three and the other team doesn't. But you can't settle. You got to find ways to get the basket. You have the biggest guy on the floor. Like you said, he's 7'8", 7'9", has the length that things you can't stop him. And they have guards that are explosive. And, of course, there was some foul trouble with Castle, but they have the tools to get it done regardless if they shoot well or not.
Minnesota has earned a ton of credit, and I'm interested in your thoughts on them. I'm going to get those in just a second. After the loss, Wembanyama with these thoughts.
I think there was some good and some bad. And I think the bad was, as I said, not going to what we know. But I mean, it's a lot on me because obviously my game wasn't feeling good tonight, and that's where the team is going to look for me, And if I had been better, if the offensive leaders of our team had been better, it would have been different. Yeah, I don't know what a silver lining means, but yeah. Of course, obviously, we have to be better, and as I said, it shows up on the stat sheet. But we need to figure out before 48 hours what we can do better, and I got no doubt that we will. I mean, it's I trust us.
Remember the way Dirk used to cuff the mic? I couldn't stop looking at the microphone in that man's hand. But they lose, and Minnesota wins, and it takes a special type of I don't give up to keep driving the ball to the rim and getting it kicked back a dozen times